My dad dropped my math homework into the trash and said, "You'll never make anything of yourself." I pulled the page back out and tried solving the problem again, but I kept getting it wrong. He sighed, swallowed his prostate cancer medication with cold tea, and shook his head. "You don't have it in you, and I'm going to die knowing my only son never succeeded." His words stung so much that I snapped my pencil in frustration. From that moment on, I made a promise to myself. I would prove him wrong. A week later, I walked home with a perfect A on the math test he said I'd fail. I slapped it down on the kitchen table and said, "Looks like I do have it in me, Pops." He barely looked up before replying, "Looks like luck was on your side, boy." Then he went right back to his crossword puzzle as if nothing had happened. No matter what I achieved, he never seemed impressed, and I became determined to earn the words I'd wanted to hear my whole life. "I'm proud of you." That determination followed me for years. I graduated college with a master's degree in cancer research and chose to specialize in prostate cancer, the same disease that was slowly taking my father's life. Every late night in the lab and every obstacle I faced was fueled by one goal, proving that I could become someone he couldn't ignore. After years of research, my team's experimental treatment finally succeeded. Without hesitation, I rushed to my father's room carrying the trial results. He was sitting in bed, quietly working on another crossword puzzle. I laid the report on his blanket and said, "The trial worked. My team's drug works. You're welcome, Dad." This time, he put the crossword aside, carefully read the report, and smiled. Looking up at me with tears in his eyes, he said softly, "I always knew you would do amazing things in this life." I stared at him in disbelief. "Yeah, right," I replied. "You always told me I'd never make anything of myself." He squeezed my hand and admitted, "I knew you had a bright future, but you were lazy. I believed the only way to push you was to give you something to prove wrong." Hearing those words left me speechless. As I sat beside him holding his hand, I finally saw the expression I'd been chasing since I was 12 years old. He smiled proudly and whispered, "I'm so proud of what you've made of yourself, son." In that moment, I realized that the approval I had spent my entire life searching for had been there all along.